There's another one. Junior Jazzy, Rough Bone, Rapper Tech. You claiming to be on my side, I will keep me praying for you. But I know you be my love, you be my wife, you be everything to me. But you just claiming like you don't love me. You give me hurts of words that make me feel down, but I just won't be gentle. So you listen to the song, I made it for you to understand.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Pastor Kim's Corner. And yes, it's me, Pastor Kim. I am overwhelmed by the number of people that have taken on this challenge of producing a Black History fact every day. I'm just so excited and I really appreciate you. Again, I'm going to continue to go to different channels, people who have accepted the challenge, to learn about all the wonderful things that you're exposing us to about our history. I mean, it's really phenomenal. And I thank you for everyone who's participated. Please, if you haven't gotten in on this challenge, get in on the challenge. Get in on it because it's phenomenal. It's just going to make you feel all warm and cozy inside when you realize how many things we as a people are responsible for. I mean, you might know it, but just to look it up and read about it. I mean, because there are plenty of things that I'm learning about from different people. Sister Fifi, Angie in real life, Carter Z, it's just different things that I'm learning. I got to jump over into some more channels because it's great. And I really appreciate y'all for taking this challenge on. So let's get right to it. I wanted to make sure, yesterday I did my Black History fact, but I did it in my live. I'm going to be trying to go live in the evenings around the 4:30 hour, and I will give you those exact days. Right now I've just been coming home and going live, and hopefully I'll be able to do that every day. I don't want to put it out there and then I don't do it, so I will let you know. Just hit the notification bell so you can look for me at about 4:30, and hopefully that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm just kind of easing myself out here in the lives with some level of consistency, y'all. And today is only day 2 of my level of consistency. I just kind of jumped out there and said, hey, let's do it. Everybody is like, go live. Promo SDK is like, just do it. Just go live. Carter Z, just go live. So all the, YouTube family supporters are like, just get out there and go live. Just do it. So that's what I'm doing. Giving it a whirl. Okay, blah. Back to the facts. So yesterday I talked about inoculation, and I had to look that up too. Some of you might know what it was, I didn't. But it's when you get a vaccine, you always, sometimes, especially when you were young, you got the vaccine, you felt a little sick. And that's because when you get a vaccine, you're getting an element or a small portion of that disease so that you can get your immune system to attack it. And then when your immune system attacks it, if it comes around you again, you automatically become immune to it. Wonderful. So this idea of inoculation came from a slave by the name of Onesimus. I have no idea what that name means, but I promise you, my next child will be named Onesimus. That is just, I have to look it up and see what it means. But anyway, I digress. So let's go. So this was yesterday's fact. Few details are known about the birth of Onesimus, but it is assumed he was born in Africa in the late 17th century before eventually landing in Boston. One of 1,000 people of African descent living in the Massachusetts colony. Onesimus was a gift to the Puritan church minister Cotton Mather from his congregation in 1706. Woo! Onesimus told Mather about the centuries-old tradition of inoculation practiced in Africa. by extracting the material from an infected person and scratching it onto the skin of an uninfected person, you could deliberately introduce smallpox to the healthy individual, making them immune. That is off the chain, okay? Off the chain. Considered extremely dangerous at the time, Cotton Mather convinced Dr. Boylston to experiment with the procedure when a smallpox epidemic hit Boston in 1721 and over 240 people were inoculated. Now look at that. Sorry, y'all. Over 240 people. You talk about the true and living God. One thing about God is he just keeps it moving forward no matter what. Keeps it moving forward, okay? Yes, you were a slave, but guess what? You were a slave that bought one of your African traditions over here, and you're going to introduce that to the United States, and it's going to save millions and millions and millions of people. Wow. Opposed politically, religiously, and medically in the United States and abroad. Public reaction to this experiment put Mather and Boylston lives in danger, despite recordings that only 2% of patients requesting to be inoculated died, compared to the 15% not inoculated who contracted smallpox. Isn't that something? You know, we fear what we don't know. We fear what we don't understand. Onesimus's traditional African practice was used to inoculate American soldiers during the Revolutionary War and introduced the concept of inoculation to the United States. Okay, so yes, he introduced inoculation to the United States during the Revolutionary War. That's wild. That's exactly what happens when we get vaccines. Measles, mumps, when our kids get them, they would get them at a certain age where their immune system was strong enough to fight it off. And the warning signs warning you might get a fever, blah, blah, blah. Well, you're getting that fever because you have the disease inside and your system is fighting it. Ooh, Onesimus. Wow. Okay, so today's Black History Fact, and I'm sure those of you who've been looking, I'm sure you've come across this, which again, it's been really, really a learning experience for me. I'm just excited about it. I really am. I'm excited about all of the knowledge and information. Knowledge is power. Isn't it power? Doesn't it empower you and make you feel good when you're reading these different things and like, oh my God, we did that and we did that? Ooh, doesn't it make you feel good? So this next one is talking about slavery. So it says, first of all, 12.5 million Africans were shipped to the New World during the transatlantic slave trade. Okay, that's what it says. And fewer than 388,000 arrived in the United States. So out of those 12.5 million Africans put on ships and spread out throughout the world, less than 500,000 arrived here in the United States. Do you know what that means? Do you know how precious you are? Do you know how valuable you are? Do you know how strong you are? I am here because somebody way, 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 way down the road survived that trip, okay? And they survived living in this United States. With the native labor force dwindling and demand for plantation and mining labor growing, the transatlantic slave trade began. That's crazy. Like, you just decided to just go pick a group of people. It could have been any group on any continent. You just decided to go pick a group of people. So out of the 12.5 million, only 10.7, almost 11 million survived. That hurts. 4.9 million found their way to Brazil. They found their way to Brazil, where they suffered incredibly high mortality rates due to terrible working conditions. Brazil was also the last country to ban slavery in 1888. By the time the United States became involved in the slave trade, it had been underway 200 years. Didn't know that. The majority of its 388,000 slaves arrived between 700 and 1866, representing a much smaller percentage than most Americans realize. And that is 100% true. That's crazy. And less than 500,000 arrived here. I know I say it over and over again, but sometimes I'm processing the information. I repeat myself, but I'm processing that. I'm just I'm just letting it just go through my head. Yo, this really happened, and I'm really here because this really happened. And some people don't like to deal with that. Some of us don't like to deal with that. You know what I mean? Us, African Americans, we like to forget about. No, I ain't African American. No, I'm black. Okay, that's fine. But guess what? They just kind of want to sweep it under the rug and forget about it. And can't we all get along? Yeah, we all are getting along. But this is why. We all have to work together. So I'm going to end it here before I start preaching and teaching. God bless you. I hope you have a blessed day. Most of all, I hope you have a purpose-filled life in Jesus' name, and you know that I love you with that agape love. Be kind to someone. Give someone a compliment. Show love, people, and particularly show love to your family. Sometimes it's easy to show love to a stranger or to somebody you don't see every day, you're not that familiar with. But show some love to your family, to that child, to your spouse, to your mom, to your dad. Show them some love. You could do that. Don't take for granted that they don't need the same compliments that everybody else needs, the same love and the same attention that everybody else needs. Give them a compliment and watch and see what happens. Y'all be blessed.
There's another one. Junior Jazzy, Rock Bone, Rapper Tech. You claiming to be on my side. I'll keep me praying for you, but I know you be my love. You be my wife. You be everything to me, but you just claiming like you don't love me. You give me hearts of words that make me feel down, but I just wanna be gentle. So you listen to the song. I made it for you to